blood flow restriction training. I'm gonna show you how to do it for legs. If you've ever followed any of John Meadows' writing around the time he released Honey Badger, you know that he was on this kick with Dr. Mario where we were doing occluded leg and arm work, so essentially your appendages. So what I thought I'd do today is take a video, explain fully how we do it, how he taught me to do it, and how to get a massive pump in your lower body. All right, so you can use the fancy cuffs that you can, I'm sure, buy online for hundreds of dollars. If you have a pair of knee wraps, that's what I've always used. These are just things you wrap your knees with. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna occlude all the way up as close to my groin as possible. So I'm gonna take it, stretch it, wrap it once, twice, and the third time we'll hook it. So then just through, and then pull tight. So that's roughly a 7 out of 10 tightness, where let's say a 10 out of 10 was gonna be what I'd wrap my knees for a PR on squats or leg press or hack squat. This is a 7 out of 10. So I wanna reduce the ability for my blood has to escape from my lower body. So it's gonna create a massive swelling effect and an enormous pump. So now let's do the other leg. That's unflexed. Do you see how pumped and how much vascularity is coming out of my quads? I mean, look at that. That's unflexed. That's flexed. Fully relaxed. I mean, look at that. Now, we're gonna go over to leg extension and crank some reps. All right, guys, for lower body, what I've done with occluded work is I've done leg extensions, leg press, a squatting variation, lunges, and a leg curl. So I don't believe I've got the leg curl on film, but if you really want to burn up your hamstrings, I'm telling you, lying or seated leg curls with your upper groin occluded, oh my word, you're talking about pump pain, it'll bring it. So I really like it for all those variations. Okay, so how I like to set this up is I'll preload it, meaning I'll do the occluded work. If my knees are feeling beat up, I will preload occluded leg extensions before I get into my leg press, hack squats, and lunging. Now, on the flip side of that, if my knees feel great, but I still want to do occluded work, I'll put it to the very last exercise to finish off my legs, because this pump is wild. So next thing you're gonna say is, Chris, how do I do it? What are the specs? So like I said, you want to tighten those wraps to 7 out of 10 tightness. Then from there, you want to do 5 sets with 30-second rest period. Each one of those sets being to failure. So if I'm doing leg extensions, for example, my goal for set number 1, I want to select a weight that is roughly 20 to 25 reps in failure. So I'm going to fail between 20 and 25 reps. I'm going to rest 30 seconds, and then from there, I'm going to go right back into it, same weight. But what you'll find is those reps typically are cut in half or around there. So let's say I got 21 reps on the first set, rested 30 seconds. I'm looking to get at least 10, no less than 10. And it's more gonna appear really in that 10 to 15 rep range. Then I'm gonna rest 30 seconds and simply repeat that process going down the line. And if you truly take each mini set to failure, and honestly, I'll eke out a little half rep on every one to make sure they're done, you'll find that it's almost spot on, cut in half on every single rotation. So on that 5th rotation, you may only be getting 2 to 3 reps. And if you do that, you know you've done the set right. People say, well, Chris, how often can you do this? Doing this technique is really cool because it drastically limits the weight that we use, which is why I like to either start or finish it. The meat and potatoes are in the middle of my workouts. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that. The hard muscle building exercises when I'm thoroughly warmed up, right into the point where I'm starting to get tired, and then I finish with a stretching exercise, right? So I wanna think about the occluded work being at the extremities of a session. Now you'll say, how frequently can I do this? I mean, honestly, you do this 2 to 3 times a week, because it's submaximal loads, and even though it is the failure, it doesn't leave me taxed nervous system-wise like a drop set on hack squat or a rest pulse set on leg press. It doesn't feel that way. I walk away feeling incredible, huge pump, and it doesn't really make me that sore, which is cool. So if you think about how often, again, you can do this once, twice, or even as many as 3 times in my opinion. All right, guys, and to wrap this video up, if you really want to get wild with this, you do 3 rounds of a giant set. I would pick 4 exercises. The ones I've done in the past, I'll share one with you, right? So I did lying leg curls into leg extensions, lunged over to a hack squat, and I just did that rotation. And then I rested 30 seconds after the hack squat, and I repeated that 2 more times. You talking about brutal? A way to finish your leg day off, especially if you have knee pain. Because what you'll find is if you have knee pain, this causes almost 0, but gives you that fully engorged quad and hamstring pump. So I challenge you guys, take this video, apply it to your next leg day, either the start or the end, and I promise you'll love this pump as much as I do. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Chris TV.